Lesson time. So today I'm going to give a quick rundown of the uncertainty reduction theory. First off, some quick history. So the uncertainty reduction theory, or the URT, was a theory conceived by Charles Berger, or is it Berger, along with Richard Calabrese back in 1975. To understand the main idea of this theory, imagine meeting someone for the very first time, whether it be a new classmate, a date, a new colleague, whatever. The point is, you know nothing about this person. Or in other words, you're uncertain of the type of person that person is. Are they talkative, quiet, insightful, boring even? All sorts of questions about this person would immediately pop into your mind. Therefore, as you meet them, your goal is to reduce the uncertainty that you have of this person as a form of building a connection or relationship with the person. Your desire to reduce this uncertainty would usually stem from 1. An anticipation of future interaction, because you expect to be interacting with them in the future. Therefore, you'd want to know more about them so that the next time it becomes, a bit less awkward. 2. An incentive value, or in other words, they're someone who you would benefit from knowing because they have something that you may want, such as knowledge, social connections, or even physical items. And lastly, deviance, which in other words means that when you notice that the person is acting in an unusual manner or out of the ordinary, you'd want to know them better or understand them better so that you can kind of get why they're acting as such. Maybe it's just the type of person they are, or maybe there is a genuine reason why they're acting weird. But what are the benefits of reducing your uncertainty with someone? To put it simply, uncertainty reduction allows you to dig into the minds of the other person so that you can put yourself in their shoes, and this happens in 2 ways. Firstly, getting to know someone better will allow you to predict their behavior in the future, so you could kind of gauge how they would act in certain situations or scenarios. For example, say you learned that this new classmate is very outgoing and extroverted. Knowing that information that you got from reducing their uncertainty means that you can anticipate that they could be more down to hang out with you and your other friends that they haven't met yet, especially if you gave them the opportunity to. And the second benefit is that uncertainty reduction can actually explain the person's thought process on decisions that they've made in the past, such as opportunities that they've chosen to turn down, or other actions that they may have done in the past. Those are the 2 main benefits of uncertainty reduction. Now this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Now, these 8 variables of relationship development are methods that people use to reduce uncertainty of other people, as explained by the uncertainty reduction theory. You have verbal communication, non-verbal warmth, which are like sensory cues, information seeking, such as by asking each other questions, self-disclosure, reciprocity, similarity, like shared interests, liking or the fondness of each other, and lastly, shared networks or connections. Now, these 8 variables are identified by the authors of the theory as axioms. And in the theory, these axioms are presented in the matrix table as such. The way to comprehend this table is that when one axiom from the y-axis merges with another axiom from the x-axis, a new theorem emerges. For example, if similarity, axiom 6, reduces uncertainty, and reduced uncertainty increases liking, which is axiom 7, then similarity and liking are positively related. And this is labeled as theorem 21 on this matrix. Screenshot this table now because this will help you so much. I'll wait. I hope you understood that. Now, there are 3 main strategies that you can approach in reducing the uncertainty of someone. The first is the passive strategy. The second is the active strategy. And the third is the interactive strategy. Now, the passive strategy is when you collect information on a person by observing how they interact with other people, not yourself. By watching them talk to other people and taking mental notes. It's basically a game of observation. Now, the active strategy is when you find information on a person by asking other people about that person. Like gaining intel. Just think of the gossip that you'd hear at school. And lastly, the interactive strategy is when you find info on the person by simply talking to them. Like as in talking directly to them face to face and getting to know them from their point of view. This is probably the easiest strategy to understand. So yeah, that basically wraps up my explanation of the uncertainty reduction theory. I had to know and understand this theory for my university exams as well as my assignments, so I hope this video will help you on yours. As with my other lesson videos, feel free to screenshot any of the diagrams or lists that you saw on the screen. And if you happen to know a classmate that may benefit from watching this video, then do share it with them, because it helps me. So good luck on your homework, and yeah.